A pair of local legends were recognized at Kapiolani Park this afternoon. Benny Chong and Byron Yasui were inducted into the Ukulele Hall of Fame at the International Ukulele Festival of Hawaii. Chong was known for his work with Don Ho as a founding member of the Ali'is. Yasui's claim to fame comes from his original ukulele concertos and music theory. Both men's passion has been to always spotlight the four-stringed instrument.
It's just a big thrill for me to see that the humble instrument like the ukulele is now receiving national recognition thanks to the Ukulele Hall of Fame museum people. They brought it, to the national level.
Chong and Yasui join a collection of names, including King David Kalakaua, Samuel Kamaka Sr., Israel Kamaka Vivaole, and many, many more.